Hello, my name is Jordan Keller. Today I would like to bring you a song that has a tune based on Gordon Lightfoot's Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, but is a very different spin. Instead, I want to bring you back to the battle for Troy and the fateful Trojan horse. But instead of focusing on more of the main or well-known characters from this story, instead I want to focus on a small group of characters, often lesser known. Laocoon and his sons ended up paying the ultimate price for their role in this story. I hope you enjoy. Now one long day in far history's past, there once was a man and his sons. They did what was right in their own mortal eyes. The gods oft have different opinions, and so it came to be that the gods did murder three. Laocoon and his sons were to perish. Serpents of the sea were to do the grisly deed, and so the gods did show their displeasure. For although the men of Troy did seek to destroy, the wolf in sheep's clothing delivered. Was in vain, as the history books say, and Troy did soon fall to invaders. Laocoon did strike the wooden horse with a spear, but the men of Troy did not believe it. For a sacrifice to the sea, but the god of the sea would soon betray him. For when the priest of Apollo went down to the seashore to seek the god's favor, did leap from the depths of the sea to claim the lives of father and children. And soon the men of Troy did open the gates, allowing the Greeks to mislead them. The word of Laocoon fell into mist, a warning unheeded, unheard. A warning unheeded, Like many Greek myths, the tale of Laocoon and Sons makes for a great dramatic song, but some of the most fascinating history surrounding Laocoon actually comes from many, many years later, after this myth is said to have taken place. A sculpture was later created to immortalize Laocoon and became one of the most famous and well-known pieces of Hellenistic art in the modern world. It receives attention not only for its masterful construction, but also because of the style of sculpture used to emphasize the piece. When looking around for sources, many of the sources focused on and commented about the extreme emotion portrayed in the faces of Laocoon and his sons. In other artistic mediums, such as painting and writing, There are a variety of things you can do to portray strong emotions beyond simply capturing the feelings of the subjects with their facial expressions and body positioning. You can add a violent background or symbolic figures in paintings, to give a couple examples, and you can restate a point in multiple different ways when writing to convey the depth of your subject. With Hellenistic sculpture, you are more or less limited to the emotions often portrayed by humans, and the sculptor cannot risk moving too far from realistic posture and expression without fear of divorcing the idea of a human subject altogether. The idea is often to show a certain depth of emotion without falling into something overtly frightening and disturbing. In a discussion on this very subject, Gottfried Lessing says that an artist must be careful of depicting raw fear at the risk of alienating viewers. With all of that being said, this is a truly masterful piece of sculpture. The emotion portrayed by Laocoon and his sons by the sculptor, through both facial expression and posture, completely captures the pain they are going through in their final moments before death. In addition to the emotional representation, the relatability of the statue starts even earlier through the incredible and lifelike detail of each figure. The proportions, while overemphasized in the way of the Greeks, are not pushed beyond the limit of human understanding, and instead help to convey a level of myth to the piece, while still maintaining its realism. In every detail of the piece, a tale of struggle is told, a story of suffering. Whether it is shown through the facial expression, posture, positioning of the snakes, angle of the bodies, or tension within the muscles, no one could observe this work of art and remain completely ignorant of its meaning. Truly, this sculpture is a masterpiece, not only because of the incredible craftsmanship that went into making it, but also because of the ability of the sculptor to capture something that's more insubstantial and hard to express: human emotion. As an artist, I can attest that drawing a deadpan face is much easier than drawing a face filled with emotion, especially while maintaining realism. I'm blown away by the imagination and technical skill that it takes to make a piece like this, and I hope that through this song and short summary, you have been able to see this piece in a new way.